Last time on D&D, you guys basically sunk the ship and used your device to get back to the shoreline. You went into like the woods east of Silver Lake and then walked up to the gates, and when you got to the gates you were met with heavily armed force of guards that seem to be accusing you of magic use or something of that kind, and basically wanted to take you into questioning. Kaevis tried to run and got knocked out, and Ramvik flew over the wall to turn in the bounty because he was fearing for not getting his bounty. And the rest of you decided to go quietly and go in for questioning. So basically all of you, along with the unconscious Kaevis, who has been stabilized, will be taken to probably the guard post, which is probably pretty close to the gate, to be questioned. But we will start with
Ramvik's adventure.
We'll start with him, and then we'll cut back to you guys, and he will probably show up later than what conversation you guys are going to have. Ramvik basically flew through the city until he got to the guild, the Bounty Hunters Guild, and you burst through the front doors carrying the corpse of Ebenclaw. I can't remember, did you guys behead him, or...
Nope.
Okay, you just have his whole body.
The whole fucking corpse, which is unusual for turning in a bounty.
Sure.
And I'm carrying him by his face.
Okay, I imagine you're just, like, dragging him by, like, his bottom jaw. Just dragging.
Alright.
Like,
what do
hands,
you say when you come in the door?
Fingers
How
in
old
mouth.
is this body?
Dragging it.
A couple hours.
Okay. I'm afraid he's gonna rip the head off. the body.
Someone's coming to steal it, so I'm cutting the line.
What did you say?
Got a bounty to turn in. I got Ebenclaw. Someone's coming to steal the bounty, so I'm cutting the line.
Because your
And
mic
then
clipped a lot
presumably try to shove my way past some motherfuckers.
Sure. So you... like, the sudden of you bursting in and, like, just rushing up to the counter, dragging a corpse, I'm gonna make a roll to see if anybody is in line. Just do... Here, I'll just roll this dice here. Okay, there's no one in line.
Alright.
As you burst in. So, you burst in and run straight up to the counter. You probably have, maybe like a couple minutes before a bunch of guards are going to come. But yeah, you run up to the counter. Do you just flop the body onto the counter?
Slam the body on the counter, plop down the sack full of guild badges he was keeping as rewards. And I say, we need to register this to Ramvik and Samus before those fake guards come!
Okay, there is like a acne riddled, like, what almost looks like a teenager, probably like a recruit, standing behind the counter with just like this dead stare in his eyes. And he's just like, okay, man. Okay. And he like pulls, he like goes under the desk or whatever, pulls out like this ledger thing and starts, like looking through it.
Oh my god.
And he's like, okay, do you have What? Who was? You said this was an Ebon Claw.
Yes.
Okay, he like goes, looks through, and then he like looks at, and like his eyes get really wide or whatever, and he's like, oh, this is that bounty. Okay,
Manager assistance requested.
yeah, he
Let me go.
hey Carl, you might
It's
wanna.
gonna be this slow the whole time.
We're gonna need someone might need to go over to the bank. I don't think we have any, he looks down, he's like, I don't think we have 10,000 gold on hand.
We can pick up the reward later. I just need to get this registered.
Yeah. You could hear footsteps getting and he's like, okay, sure, 1 second. He pulls out another thing. Name.
I barricade the door.
Okay.
Manager assistance requested.
Aran,
He's
A-R-A-N.
Okay.
He's looking straight down at the book, writing your name, and then he's like, and you had a
Samus
second.
Aran.
Okay. Okay. It might take us a few minutes to get, and at that point you hear, as a bunch of guards run into the door that you've pushed a bench or something in front of, and he's just like. So anyways, in a few minutes, it might take us a few minutes to get that. If you want to wait here, that's fine, or you can come back later. And then...
Can I come with you as you go to get it?
I have to
Manager
stay...
assistance requested.
I guess you could walk over with Carl. I mean, I have to stay here at the desk. Another slam into the door, and the bench starts to splinter. He's like, he has that look of he's really curious as to what's happening, but he's also has the look of I don't get paid enough for this.
All right, let's grab Carl and go out the back.
Okay. Yeah. Carl's this kind of he's an older. He's probably. Yeah, whatever, a captain status would be for,
I
the guild or
immediately
whatever.
thought of Brian's character from In the Running.
Oh.
Carl.
Oh.
Can it be that, Carl?
You know what? Her.
He's been laid
yeah,
off
I'm
ever since
glad.
In Running was canceled.
It's a dwarf that's come down from, up north and is now he just lives in Silver Lake.
It's a little hand wavy. The only dwarf that lives in Silver Lake, we'll say.
It's a city. There's going to be a few people of most species.
Here and there.
It depends on the city.
Not a lot, because transportation isn't great,
Mhm.
but...
Yeah, so he's like, okay, let's go. So he walks, he's a little concerned that somebody's trying to break in the door. At this point, a few other guild members in the guild have stood up and are should we everybody's kind of
we do
looking at you and the door and be has a look of what's happening right now?
Fake guards are trying to steal my bounty!
What? Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby!
They're at first they're what, and almost have a look of what, and then they're wait,
There
what?
are no fake
There's no
guards.
And then about that time, guards they bust in through the door or whatever, and they're like, hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
Bring you to the real guards!
I hope this session is just Ramvik.
Not stealing whores!
We're not gonna steal your bounty. Just come with us.
Oh, did you guys catch that this sack I put down is also full of like badges this guy collected as trophies? These should be like sent to the next of kin or something.
Manager assistance requested.
Yeah, he like opens the bag and he's like, "Wow, that's a lot." Sir. And then they're like, "Okay, we'll take care of this." And the guards are like, "We're gonna ask you one more time. Come with us, or we're going to shoot you."
You'd shoot someone in the middle of a guild? Ballsy. Where are you trying to go again?
We need to take you into questioning. Come with us to the guard tower.
Oh, I know where that is. I'll show you the way.
No. Are you gonna try to fly past them out of the door?
I'm gonna try to pick up the guy who's talking and fly him to the guard tower.
Give me a
Do you mean the acne guy?
Give me a.
Oh no, the guard. Sorry.
Do you have the guard sheet up?
I do not. Oh, he got a crit. So unless this guy also gets a crit, I'm pretty sure.
Unless
Just
this guy
roll a
also
D20.
has a crit with +6 to athletics.
Yeah. I don't think they have +6 to their athletics, but I could be.
You should still roll a d20 to see how hilarious it is.
Okay. Yeah, okay, it's less than what you got. So, yeah, he's there, and so I'm gonna say, yeah, you just kind of like grab him and fly out the door, and there's like still guards running towards you as you fly up over them towards the guard tower. So they all like turn around or like stop and start running back towards the guard tower.
How'd you forget where your own tower is?
Like, I didn't forget where my tower. Whatever.
These guys are stupid.
God, they need to train you guys better.
You can tell, like, at a certain point, you can tell that wants to shout, "Put me down," but
Mhm.
besides,
He doesn't trust me to not just drop him.
correct.
Very poor choice of words.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna put this guy down gently in front of the guard tower.
Okay. So you set him down, and a bunch of guards like come out of the tower and surround you, and they're like, "Okay, come with us quietly for questioning, please."
Say so! You're welcome.
One of the guards has an aneurysm.
I'll follow them.
Sam, will the VOD of this get struck down if you play yakety sax over it?
That's a good question. I don't know if it is if it's copyright or not. It's an old enough song. It might not. It might be it might not. But that would be funny. Yes. Okay. So while that was all happening, we'll cut back to the rest of the group. So yes. So you guys here, or not here, you basically are taken into a guard station, and you're all shackled, like just around the wrist or whatever, and they all basically like chain gang you guys together with your cuffs, and then they lead you basically into like a bigger room. Like normally, like the interrogation room would probably be smaller, but since there's like 5 of you or 6 of you with Kohiko, they basically bring you into a bigger room with like a really long bench, and they kind of sit you guys down on the bench, and then they're like, "Okay."
So, sorry, really quick. Did they
stabilized
unmask
you.
That
Not
was
yet.
my biggest concern.
Not yet. They've just dragged you all in here.
Okay.
You are unconscious though, so they probably like put you.
Oh, So I'm not in this chain.
They might have brought you in.
They maybe use smelling salts on him or something. Get him.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. They probably bring you in and put you at the end of the bench and hook you to whoever's at the end. So probably, I'll just say you're hooked to Kahiko.
But I'm unconscious.
And then, yeah, they'll probably have a doctor or somebody come in and like, check your vitals and whatnot. And they're like, okay, this guy's stabilized. And then one of the guards is like, okay, wake him up. And then they probably, use some sort of like smelling salts or something like that to bring you back.
My wake up will not be gentle.
That's fair.
I violently start resting around in my chains.
They're like, sir, please sit down.
I will momentarily calm down to gain my bearing.
You see you're in a room and the rest of your party is chained by the wrists together on this long bench that you were at the end of, standing up.
All right. I might growl under my breath, but I won't say anything. That's your window.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, we appreciate most of you for coming quietly. We have sent a group of guards to acquire your feathered friend.
What have you done with Ramvik?
Hey, hold on. No, we're cooperating. We trust you with our friend.
Ramvik did Ramvik things.
Ramvik flew away, as he's prone to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our goal is to find and bring him here for questioning with the rest of you.
He is very enthusiastic about the bounty he's turning in, but
sure.
But we're fine. We're okay.
Okay, so how do we start here? So, let's start over, shall we? It seems you have been accused. I'll start with yes, whatever. So you have been accused of using magic. A few people who had left Misty Fish said that they saw you near the checkpoint that heads into the Misty Woods. Use magic to create some sort of air bubble and walk into the water. On top of that, there was also accusations that your group was seen leaving Misty Fish after there was a necromantic incursion there.
These are the 2 points that you're bringing us in on, yes?
Yes.
There were many individuals that left after necromancy happened.
I would just like to say that to your first point, we were not using magic ourselves, but if we were seen walking into water as if we were under some magic, it's only because we were chasing a fiend, utterly. Yes, a magic user, but also a pirate and a murderer, and a guild killer. It was his magic that was making that them able to go through the water, and we used our horses to chase them through there, and to the point where we killed them and their crew, which is the bounty that our friend is turning in right now. It was not our magic. It was the magic of the enemy, who is now dead. and his ship destroyed and scuttled at the bottom of the ocean, lake, the body of water just out there.
All right. All right. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Gladly.
Okay.
Okay, 24.
Rolled really low.
Or, oh. Yeah, that's actually a 20. I'm happy to say, due to...
Some sort of reliable talent.
Yeah, Silver Tongue.
Ah, nice. Oh,
Uh-huh.
nice. Cool. Okay. So did you say that's a dirty 20?
Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. Nice. Cool. Okay. So he looks at you and like looks at all of you and he sees like well, I can see clearly that one of you is a guild member.
You'll
And
probably
I-
find that our other friend is being collected at the guild right now.
Yes. We will need to cross-check this information with the guild.
Of course.
If you will give me a few moments, I shall be right back. And he
I will happily provide all of the documents
Sure.
that I had intentionally gathered
Oh,
to
sure.
prove my status.
Sure. Yeah, he's like, excellent. One of like a scribe or something comes and collects those from you and starts sifting through them. So he leaves for a few minutes. And yeah, they start looking through the stuff and they're like, muttering to each other. So you guys have a few minutes of just sitting there. So after a few minutes, the guy comes back.
While they're doing that, is there a way for me to evaluate the chains and how slippable / unlockable they are?
Sure,
Because
give
their
me-
attention is turned away from.
Yeah, you could give me. I guess you could do either perception or investigation. Since you're taking a few minutes to like look over them.
My specialty. Could I intimidate the chains, or could I do maybe a stealth check? Be like, oh,
I guess you could.
There is
So
a check to pick them.
That's true.
Usually.
You could also. And are you trying to actually slip out of them, or see how easy it would be to slip out of them?
I would say the latter, but I feel like they go hand in hand.
I mean, you could just give sleight of hand. I guess that would also work.
Congratulations, me.
Every time.
Every fucking time. Continue with your game.
Oh no.
So, yeah. So, yeah. They're kind of put on because you were like unconscious when they put them on. Like they're on at like a weird angle, so it'd be really hard for you to like slip your hands out without like breaking your thumb.
Most of us are in chains. Kaovis is in a straitjacket.
It's like you're secretly like, oh, what's it called? Never mind. I can't think.
Okay, so as this guy comes back in, and with him there is, child, who enters the room with him, and he looks at all of you and then looks at the child and he says, "Are these the ones you saw?"
Is this the child I loomed over?
Tim, do you want to take this?
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, that's them. They were in the town, and they killed the pirates that attacked us, but then everyone came back to life. It must have been them. I
Wha-
saw them. As we were leaving, I didn't want to get close to them.
Her logic is impeccable. unlikable.
Yeah. Incredible.
The guy, he looks at the kid and then he looks up at you all and is kind of like, what do you have to say to that?
Well,
So, you just assumed it was us and not the pirates?
The
Well,
pirates
kill the pirates.
the zombies started attacking us right after that. You didn't stay long enough for that. Otherwise, you might
How
not
old
make
is this
it out.
child
but
seem?
Probably like, I don't know, like 10.
10, 12.
I'm gonna keep quiet.
Sorry. Clarification real quick. I think I missed a couple of the things that you said as the child. The child is saying that we're the ones who did the necromancy attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after basically you guys killed the pirates, he's just like, no one else was there, so it must have been you guys.
Well, with all due respect, we weren't the only ones there. As a matter of fact, like my friend just said, we were fighting off the zombies, and we were fighting off the necromancer who summoned the zombies. But I'm glad, frankly, that this child wasn't there to view the horrible scene that was left when we were all finished. Escape was the right option, but there was some other things. There were people there besides us. I guarantee that.
Just making some rolls for the... So in the middle of this, one of the guards pipes up and he says, "Oi, sir! That one there! His eyes are purple. They're glowing with some kind of... something." And he's pointing He's pointing at Kahiko.
That one is untrustworthy.
Bro!
The child scooches further away from the Batman.
At this point, you hear from outside, you hear Rampic saying something ridiculous, probably.
So it's Tuesday.
Why?
Rampic, what would you be saying?
As you're being brought into the interrogation room.
Can you believe that guy forgot how to get back to his own job? Who knows where he would have ended up without me?
Would you have let them put shackles on you?
Because they're absolutely gonna try to come with the friends.
I think I'd let them manacle one arm, and then I'd quickly slap it on the other end onto one of their arms. And then just walked around like I owned the place.
What kind of check is that, Sam?
Athletics.
Give me slight... I guess
I could roll sleight of hand. I'm not being subtle about it.
That's fair. I guess give me opposed athletics to just reach over and clamp it.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
I'll
a bad
roll.
roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So you try, and they basically, dodge your hand, and as your hand is reached over, they clamp it onto your other wrist. They're like, okay. And now they try to bring you in. So they bring you into the room here. They're like, "Sir, this one came to the guild and turned in the bounty. We
I'd
did
like to
verify."
report someone trying to steal a bounty. They were dressed
Duly
as
noted.
guards. You guys should really look into that.
Duly
The guards
noted.
that came with Randvik are like, can we gag him now? Good head guard.
Yeah, he's like, I.
They need to be able to plead their
we need to hear from each of them. Yeah, so let's start from the top here. We verified that the bounty they turned in was in fact Ebenclaw, the Scourge pirate captain that has been causing havoc for quite a long time, sir. Well, that is good, and we thank you for your services in that, but there's still the matter of magic use and things of that we must parse through. However,
Magic.
yes, you were seen walking into the lake, and a magical bubble appeared around you so you could walk across the bottom. You've
Right?
also been... Wow, my brain just forgot the word.
Accused.
Apprehended.
You've also been accused of committing necromancy in Misty Fish.
No, we only did one of those things.
The former or the latter?
Can I have a drink of water? I take out an orb and I take out the orb. I'm like, how the fuck do I turn this on? Like I'm leaning into a guard. Where's the fucking button? How do I? How does this work again? You know, right?
He's like, what? What is that? What is?
Turn
this?
it on. No, I think
Magic-
I got it. I think I got it. Evens, I turn it on. Odds, I slam it on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, I activate
So
it.
you do that. I'm gonna say for convenience, there's like outside and or there's there's probably some source of water somewhere. Like there's like a mug of water on a table in the room, like at the desk, or there's like a barrel outside in the hallway. And when you do that, you hear like as the water gets pushed away from that, or like it tips the mug over or whatever, and everybody's like, "Oh, what is that?"
It turns out if you're hunting pirates that use stupid magic items, when you kill them, they drop stupid magic items. How do I turn this off?
Roll again. See if you turn it off or drop it.
I
You
spike
like-
the football.
You just slam it on the ground and it bounces. Then rolls, and as it rolls, the water that's spilled on the desk pushes off the desk and onto the floor or whatever. I don't know. This room's the bubble's probably bigger than the room because it was a 40-foot.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah.
So the mug probably got pushed over and the water splattered on the wall or something like that.
The water's just being pushed against the wall.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine the early prototypes of this thing when they activate it and they didn't realize there's water in the human body?
Yeah.
If you throw that at a shark, the shark dies. Eventually.
Okay, right. We have a lot to mull over here. Give me a moment. I need to converse. We are going to put you...
I pick the orb up.
Okay. we are going to put you in a holding cell for now, just until we get some things cleared up. Is everyone okay with that?
What's the cell hold?
Us.
You.
Us.
No.
I don't.
Oh,
I
Well,
don't
he said,
think-
"Is everyone okay with that?"
I don't think being okay with it is actually
bad.
a real question.
Right.
Big finger guns.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Too bad. And they're gonna escort you guys like down the hallway and basically down into effectively the dungeon. And they're gonna put one or two of you each in like a different cell, and they're like, "Okay, we are going to come and we will be back in a little bit." Yeah. You hear the door close. So while that is happening,
I need to text Sam.
These guys are very dedicated to their fake guard thing.
Did you say that we are held in pairs?
Yes.
yeah, they probably put you.
Who is my
in-
bunkmate?
Okay, let's see. There's 2. There's
You guys
7
could
of you with
roll, I guess.
Kahiko, right?
Right. But Kahiko is known to be possessed, so probably he's in a solo.
That's probably fair. They also, because he has purple glowy eyes, they think he's weird, so they're gonna put him in his own cell. And we were gonna, let's see, I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
a d6 based on the order of people in Discord from the top.
It's like when the teacher draws lots to see who's gonna be your chemistry partner.
So, Samus and okay, Samus and Bramvik are in the same cell.
Every
Wow. What are the odds?
Excellent.
Can't fucking escape.
So then Kaovis and we'll just do the next
Kaovis.
one, or Kaovis and Torrid are in a
Kaovis.
cell. So then
Hey.
Bertold and Franklin are in a cell.
Oh, good. I could continue babysitting Franklin to make sure he doesn't try and pickpocket me.
I think we've got bigger concerns at the moment, buddy.
Yes, I don't say this out loud. In fact, what I actually do is there a guard watching?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably multiple guards down here. They just brought 7 prisoners in.
That is unfortunate. Otherwise, I would see about trying to open the door
Okay. Okay, this is
All
great.
right.
or
While
unlock it
we're-
at least.
Are we being taken back there, like in shackles and everything?
Yeah, so you're taken to the cells and shackles, and then they will basically put you guys in, and then have you reach your hands through the bars, and then they will unshackle you.
And they will unshackle us.
Yeah,
All right.
but leave you locked in the cells.
Right. Can I want to try to convince them that I need to be like unshackled like while we're walking.
If I'm listening to this, can I determine whether I'm like my cell is adjacent to the one holding Bertold and Franklin?
Actually-
Might be good to work together.
I would love to work together.
Just saying.
Here, even
Is Randvik fully armed and still have the orb?
I
Well,
mean,
You didn't say you took any of that away, so
that's true.
Okay.
I guess
I feel like
We have
they
to-
would want to take
We have to
the
go
orb
find the
to, like,
Skyrim
I-
chest with all our stuff in
Too
it.
fucking late.
No, I mean they.
This is getting interesting.
I feel like if they were taking you guys down, they probably would have confiscated your weapons and stuff. That just makes sense.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
But
So
did they try?
yes,
Yes, they did try.
yes. While you guys are shackled, as they brought you down, there's like a processing area between where you guys were into the cells. They're like, okay, we're gonna take your armaments and we will store them
Meister.
here.
It has sentimental value.
I am
That's
sorry.
true, isn't it?
but I can't remember. Is that your
It's
sword?
Nappa's staff that got turned
Yeah.
into a great sword.
right? Yeah.
So why is his name Nappa now? That's great.
It was always
Isn't it?
Nappa. It has a silent K.
Incredible.
They are gonna say, "Okay, I apologize, but this is a weapon, and we need to take it off of your person. So, for
Can I wait with the weapons?
It's a good point.
Does the lower voice make it easier to
Can you
understand
wait
what
with the
I'm fucking saying?
weapons?
a little bit, yeah."
No one in our party knows a knock.
Nobody's ever asked that question before.
So you're saying there's not a rule against it?
I feel like I'm trying to figure out a way out of the cell, and Ramvik is arguing with the guard on keeping his weapon.
They're, you know
Or
what?
staying
They're,
with the weapons.
they're gonna chain you to the wall in the room with the armaments with 2 guards with crossbows pointed at you.
Incredible.
They realize at this point it'll just be easier.
It's like Mr. Torg in the stocks or something.
Yeah.
He's one complete gentleman.
Yes. So at that point, they probably put Samus and Kahiko in the same cell then, because then they can double
Great.
up.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, great.
Pretty much the only person who could get through the Ramvik. Oh well.
Anyways, so
So they take our weapons, but they don't.
Yes.
Do they take anything else? Do they take the rest of our stuff, or can we keep it?
they're most concerned with your weapons right now.
Do they?
Okay.
Do
Like,
they like
You can
actually
keep your
search
bagpipes
us?
and
They would keep your backpacks, I think, up with your weapons.
Okay.
whatever-
Oh, they would keep
No,
our
I-
backpacks. Okay.
I'm
gotcha.
asking about if they search me for my daggers that I have hidden
well,
in my clothes.
I will
think that would be
probably-
like a sleight of hand check, right, to keep us
yeah,
concealed.
I think they would. Yeah, they would pat you down. So, is there? I can't remember. Is there a specific thing for that? I
Is there
guess
like
that
a
would be-
holdout weapon check or something?
And I don't think there's something explicitly for that.
Hmm.
I feel like
Just
sleight of
sleight of
hand would probably be the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
closest.
sleight of hand. Okay, I'm gonna say they're gonna, as they go through, because they're trying to get you guys through here quick, they're gonna miss one of your daggers.
Okay. And my lockpicks are much more
Um,
concealable. So
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You have this
yeah.
strapped to your thigh or something.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, we call
It's
it
holding
the
up his
inner
hair.
pocket.
Yeah, and when they try to lift it up, you go, "Ew, pervert!"
have
He's
you
using-
seen how
he's
small
using
lockpicks
Nature's
actually
pocket.
are? I think they're just also hidden in my jacket.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
They're
Could
pretty
he keep an
flat.
extra, like, in his asshole?
No, he's not
could
that
definitely hide one
obsessed.
of them.
Do a cavity search.
No. No.
Bertold is not into the idea of needing a cavity search either.
They do a
Okay,
cavity search, and they spend 37 minutes pulling items out.
How
Okay.
did you even get a greatsword in there?
Lockpick, dagger, another lockpick,
Oh my God,
greatsword,
Billy!
lockpick, canoe.
That one was on sale.
Anyway,
Okay. Yeah. So they're.
A guard in
Gone.
tears clutching his child covered in shit.
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
After a minute, after like a few, like you guys are probably in here for like a while. Like
Yeah.
an hour at least, if not longer. With guards staring at you guys in there with crossbows and whatnot. So is there before anybody doing anything while you're locked in these cells?
Ooh, who does that one belong to? It's nice and shiny. They take care of their weapons. That one
You
looks
just-
like it's hard to use.
You're just chattering nonstop.
Actually,
to the
swing
guards.
this?
I would
I
like
really
to
want to try to
analyze.
convince like a guard that like I need my backpack. I'm gonna try to be like basically like I have a medical condition and I'm like going through.
Okay,
You
give
know.
me a deception check.
Okay, wonderful.
I would also like to. Well,
Bertolda's gonna try and strike up a conversation with, or
Do you
That's,
still have 20 from
Also a
that?
20.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give-
Only 30 if I have. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they did not pass their insight check.
Hell yeah.
I would like to convince a guard that I need to use the restroom.
You probably have a
There's a bucket in your cell.
yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm going to strike
have a nervous
strike up
bladder.
I'm gonna
Then
strike
your-
up a
And your
conversation with
friends can look
Samus.
away. Okay.
And
Hmm.
I'm going to start using Thieves' Cant. And try and talk through, like, hey, so, what do we do now?
I mean, I think everything we did is on the up and up, and mostly I'm worried about Kahiko trying to murder me.
That's fair.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah, and he was just being friendly up until
Oh yeah, it's
fucking
concentration,
tried to
bro.
murder me.
Yeah.
Oh.
And to be clear, we're having this conversation
Oh.
in Thieves' Cant, so, like, unless someone else knows it, no one else understands what we're talking about. They think we're
Oh,
just
yeah,
shouting
also-
small talk.
Good question. Has Franklin been keeping concentration for suggestion
For
Yes,
suggestion.
it
the
lasts
whole
8 hours.
this entire time?
Well, you haven't had me roll.
That's fair.
Nothing. Yeah, no damage was taken. It's been less
Sure.
than 8 hours.
Yeah,
He
it's my
hasn't cast
understanding that
another concentration spell.
Okay.
Mm.
So the guard will go get your bag and he'll bring it down and be like, okay, what do you need out of here?
I just, please, can you just pass me the bag? It's just, I know where it is. It's easier. Please.
while he's doing that, can I examine the lock?
Sure.
Yay.
You.
Ah. Why do dice hate me? I would have run away. I would have run away from the guard successfully if I didn't get a fucking 1 on initiative.
That's true.
So you're looking at the lock and you're like,
I think I had worse initiative than you,
you're,
and I did
you're like,
get away.
you think you could probably
believe?
pick it.
You could
You think you
fly.
could probably pick it, but these locks are pretty, like the cells and stuff, so it'd probably be kind of noisy if you tried to pick it.
No, the real reason I got away is because they used all their ammo on the first guy.
Mhm.
Action economy strong.
That's true. So after
It's reminding me
after
of what's coming up.
he's like, the guard's like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. So he hands you the bag through it, and he's just gonna stand there, like staring at you while. And
I'm gonna try to buy as much of his attention
Mhm.
as I can. Like, I want to distract him for as long as possible.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through, and I've got like multiple like different colored liquids in there. I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna like uncork it and sniff it and be like, oh no, that's not the right one. No. Like cork it back and put it back and go through and grab another one and accidentally
Sure.
drop it and pick it up.
I have bad
Here's a
news.
stretch. While he's doing that, can I use one of the shark teeth I have to pick the lock?
I have bad news. You're locked in the same cell as the party's best lockpick.
That
So
is
you're
bad
drawing
news,
attention
yeah.
to where the best lockpicker is.
I would argue that I have pretty decent dex, but dex doesn't matter when you roll bad.
Sure, you can give me
Can Torrid help me?
I don't think he has proficiency.
Not really.
Well, I
Do
mean,
either of you.
I don't think you have to have proficiency to help someone.
I think
could-
the only person here who could even assist me is Samus. So
Do you have to have proficiency in a skill to take a help action with it?
No, but you do need to justify how you're helping.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are we sure we want to be trying to break out right now? I mean, it doesn't seem like they have a whole lot of evidence or whatever on this. So I mean,
Why do you think they hate magic so much? Do they have so much evidence to hate it? Or are people driven by what they fear?
all right.
Carry on.
And then
I
Kahiko
didn't
got
make the
mind
guard.
controlled a second time, and
Okay. There is a thieves' tool like check.
Yes. Notably, Bertold is in the same cell as the person who literally is talking
Yeah.
to a guard.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Samus could try that, I
can,
guess.
You can give me
Hmm.
if you want to try to pick your lock. You can give me a check, Golan, for I guess. Is it sleight of hand
Flat.
or just a dex?
If you
Dex
don't
roll.
have proficiency in thieves' tools, it would just be flat dex.
it'd probably be a dex-based thieves' tools check.
Yes.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, I can always try to distract the guard. We'll see.
Oh my god! Yeah, so you take
Okay.
like one of the shark teeth, like it just like fits like a glove in that lock, and you're able to like click and unlock it.
Okay,
You'll
but I
unlock it.
assume is there a guard still staring at me, or was that the one that went to Franklin?
It's actually a good question. I assume there's probably that one there, and then there's
And roll
probably
to see.
well, yes. There's still one like staring at you,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I'll back. I know I've unlocked the door, but I'll back up and just pretend that like nothing happened.
Okay. They're like, they narrow their eyes at you, and they raise
I
the crossbow,
narrow
and they're
back.
like, stay away from the door.
I hope it doesn't like swing open.
Just, It's like, no. But so after a while, eventually, the guy who is interrogating you guys comes down. He's like, he looks a little like he basically
Shaken.
visibly shaken, like some like he just got chewed out. And he's like, you can release the prisoners. I will escort them upstairs.
Oh,
Allowed to bring your own crossbows, or do you have to use the standard issue ones? Because I noticed that some of them aren't that great maintained.
You
And
can
others
let
just
this
seem
one
like-
go. Oh, thank God!
so wait, did he say that for just Ramvik or all of it?
No, he said, like, he came down in another guard. We cut over to Ramvik, and another guy's like, "Hey, you can let this guy go." And the guards are like, "Oh my God!" Thank
Thank God.
Yeah. So they give
We'll have
you
to keep making sand saves.
So you guys get all of your stuff back, and this guy looks really like sheepish, and he's like, if you'll please follow me outside.
Sorry,
You
no,
have-
that's what I was asking. I thought you were saying that you're just letting Ramvik go, but they're letting all of us go.
Yes.
Everyone
They
can
declared
let
that
go.
all of the prisoners could be
So knowing
released.
that, I would like to maintain narrowing my eyes at this guard, and as soon as I hear that we're free, keeping eye contact with the guard, I'm just gonna reach forward and open the gate slowly.
Okay.
Make an
Oh my
intimidation
God.
check with
Yeah,
advantage.
give intimidation with advantage. Okay, he's like. You can tell that he's visibly angry. And yeah, they just kind of let you guys walk out. They unshackle you, all that stuff. Give you your stuff back, and then the guy who was interrogating you is like, we have a someone who has come to vouch for you. And he escorts you guys out of the guard tower, and standing outside of the guard tower, as you guys come out, is this really old gnome.
Is it
that you
Enoch?
It is Enoch.
Fun. Buy mushrooms. I fly away.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to try and grapple you, except I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Okay,
Like to
you
assist
get,
you in this.
Kohiko is gonna assist you. So you can get an
Also
advantage.
fly, yeah.
I can make. Sorry.
Does Kohiko try to?
I guess if you want to assist
Kahiko's
Kahiko,
probably
if he
gonna
has-
do it better.
Tim, can you roll athletics for Kahiko with
Oh
advantage?
yeah, give me one
Assuming
second.
it's better than Samus.
My acrobatics is +6.
Oh, it's the same thing. Okay.
Same thing. All right.
So yeah, you see like you know when Ramvik's about to like take off, and you both just kind of like he goes to take off, and you both just like grab like his wings and pull him back down next to you guys.
No, get back here, you fuck.
As
hungry.
as you do that, before Enoch, says anything, what's his name? Carl. He walks over to you guys with a wheelbarrow full of gold.
Excellent.
He says, "All right, here's the reward for the bounty. If you guys would like, we can keep some of this here at the bank, but I figured I would present you with the full amount. So if you don't want to carry all of this around, we can do that. But you have 10,000 gold that you can split up however you want."
How many of us are there? 6?
Oh, hell yeah.
6.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's technically under the name of Randvik and
Oh,
That is true.
Samus,
So it's
Samus.
because that's
supposed
the
to be-
base he gave him.
Technically,
Yeah.
he is rewarding it to those two.
Okay.
And if you guys want to split it with the party,
if it was just Ramvik,
legally,
it's like,
it is Samus's and Ramvik's. Legally,
we're gonna
it's
travel
theirs.
with 33,000 fucking corgi.
Can you just wheel this
Cannot
straight
care
to the
for
mushroom merchant?
that. Oh no.
Oh my god!
Samus, subdue your Ramvik.
I'm already grappling him. What more do you want?
Do you need Evan Mall's whole corpse, or like is the head enough? We want to do incredibly disrespectful things to his body.
Necrophilia is illegal, sir.
Not
No,
that.
I want to turn him into armor and then put him on like someone who's really bad at fighting.
Oh,
That kind of
body
disrespectful
of
is more
Evan
like the
Claw.
Revnik I know.
That this idea has been explicitly stated,
yeah,
Greg.
that's true.
Yeah.
The other people in the room don't know about it, but Bertold has heard this before.
I mean,
What's roll for disgust?
Wisdom? It's a willpower check.
Okay.
give me.
What? Can you think of something more disrespectful? He fails at being disgusted. What?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Vomits on the top 1,500 of our gold.
Right in the bag.
Hey, Ramvik, that's your gold.
Correct.
Yeah, it's all my gold. What?
We were.
I don't know. How good is Carl's willpower, Brian?
Carl has only 2 good stats in their dexterity and constitution.
Oh god.
We were gonna present the head to the Duke. I suppose
You don't need the rest of it.
we were going to just burn it.
That's way too nice.
I'll say to Carl, like,
We would like to invest the gold for now. Investment is important.
What? No, I want mushrooms.
damn.
What would
You
you
also
invest in
want
it?
mushrooms,
I do actually
though?
think we should invest it, but
I think
I
with
think our
everyone
little
except
group could
Frank
use the
got
shit,
hit.
personally.
Yeah, Franklin and Samus are the only two that don't have the mushroom virus.
Yeah.
So I would also like to present my mushroom-obsessed friend to the person who knew how to deal with the mushrooms, Enoch.
Yeah, he's just
Okay.
standing there waiting patiently for this whole conversation.
Very polite right now.
Also, you notice that he's definitely not wearing the same kind of like, just kind of, generic robes that he was wearing up in Cliffport. He seems to be in like, he's in like full regalia of what most of you would probably recognize is an outfit befitting someone from
The wall.
the wall, like with the dragons, like insignia and all that stuff. Like he's like, yeah, fully, yeah, dressed really nice, like
He's in his
robes
fatigue.
and yeah.
So, okay. I was gonna ask for a quick refresher. I didn't think that the wall had like a kingdom. I thought it was just a place that people were sent to defend.
Yes.
It's kind of
There's-
like the outskirts of the kingdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
So
at
why
the
would there be
border?
any sort of proper or formal regalia of the wall?
There is a city that that's on the edge of the wall. That is basically, what was the name of
Huge
this?
city? It's called
Mhm.
Defender City, I think.
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
Okay.
So it's representatives of the Fender City.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
Bertold will give like a bow out of courtesy and be like, "It's good to see you again, sir."
Likewise.
Yes, I believe the last time we met was outside that one bar in Cliffport.
You guys also met at
No,
Carrion.
he met
it was
Cleobis.
Carrie address, not Cliffport, but yeah.
Oh.
No,
He's
no,
like-
no. It was Cliffport.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's like, yes, and gives you like a little wink.
Shit.
Franklin will bow as well and also ingratiate himself.
So they'll arrange for you guys to have the corpse of Evan Claw if you really want it.
You
Yeah,
can keep the head for presentation of the Duke.
Yeah.
they can keep the head.
Oh, it's probably going on a spike on like the
Good.
Duke's tower or something like that,
Also, Samus, what's happening?
or
with
the
gold?
guild hall. What?
What? I suppose it would be reasonable to split it among the party.
I mean, I think it's probably best used, kept together if we plan to stay together. With an amount like 10,000, we could maybe buy property or a ship or something like that.
Already
Yeah,
has
we already have access to a ship. I'm not that worried about that.
Is Ramvik also
Fair
is Kahiko also considered getting a share here?
That's
His name
up
was
to
not
you.
reported.
That's oh yeah. That's
We're splitting it. Is he getting a share of the?
That's
Yeah.
up to you guys. That is.
Kahiko did not help. Kahiko is actively unhelpful.
Kahiko should be paying us to stay with us right now.
So the
I'm-
answer
Concentration
is...
spell is still active, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Maybe Kahiko. I think Kahiko will probably go. I spoke of this before, but I think because of my condition, I might want to stay in custody here.
I was actually about to.
Best place for me, especially seeing as some of you seem to think I might be safer in prison.
We'll see what we can do to deal with the problem so that you can get back out again.
Consider yourself lucky. Not all that walk in the footsteps of injustice get so light a sentence.
Oh my god.
I bat you on the backside of the head of like, come on,
Ow.
come on, don't be such an ass. It's not
I
like
am-
you want that.
A bat.
Okay, moving on.
Anyways, you guys are basically here with Enoch. And Tim, do you want to do Enoch's bit since
Sure.
he's like your character?
Yeah, I guess he is. Hello. I have vouched for you, as you, I am pretty sure, saved the city of Cliffport and destroyed Ebbetclaw.
Thank you, sir.
but there is still the matter of necromancy, which we must investigate. I would like to hire you to do a little errand that I am running in regards to that necromancy business. But if you, he looks it over at your gold, would like to do other things, I understand.
What's the pay?
I have a lot of stupid shit to commission out of a corpse. Does anybody know where to go to turn bones into chew toys?
I'm afraid I cannot pay you much here, but at the wall, I could pay you a substantial sum, as well as access to some of the wall's armory.
Do they know how to work leathers?
Other services, I presume. Namely one that might help us deal with our mushroom problem.
That would be one of them, yes. He smiles. I can, dampen that effect. Preferably not in Silver Lake, though. As he looks around.
Yes, certainly.
I get a pass due to my status, but...
Yes, we should take this elsewhere. But I, at least, would like to
I know a good pub!
pursue this.
Would y'all be up for a drink after your...
We do have some celebration to do for turning in such a valuable bounty.
Love a
I could very much use a drink.
Do you think a human body has enough ligaments in it to make a jump rope?
I don't. But
Only
also,
one way
I
to
don't
find
know
out.
about that.
Probably.
Bertold is just doing his damnedest to just ignore anything Rampik is saying.
Alright, well, I will treat you fine folks to a few rounds of ale. Very good around this lake. And, this way, if you please, if you wish. He brings you, like, if anyone who wants to come, basically.
Follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can go with him to this pub. It's along the outer wall. It looks a little run down, but it seems to be like very free of anyone close to like. It looks like a place that you would drink if you're not like nobility or in the like upper echelons.
So it looks like a bar.
Yeah, just a normal bar. But like not somewhere someone would go if they were well to do.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know what like a
What
well-to-do
do you have
pub
that's
would look.
mushroom based?
Yeah, I'll accompany.
See.
It's called the ne'er-do-well, like a watering hole. Well,
That's cute.
Mhm.
I hate.
Let me roll here. I have some. I guess I have some mushrooms I could throw into some food for you guys, but I don't have any drinks related to them.
Can you like grind it up and just sprinkle it on top of mine? My
Sure.
ale, to be specific.
Sure, yeah, whatever floats your boat.
I do not drink while I am on the prowl, but I will take your mushroom.
they'll make some nice mushroom soup.
That's nice.
Mm-mm.
All right. So a stock pot of mushroom soup is set on the burner. The nice lady is going about her business. She serves you all, and she sprinkles the mushrooms onto the ale that she gives to Rampik.
Is that a common request then?
No.
But if you offer enough money.
If it was a common request, they would probably have a mushroom ale on tap.
Fair point.
It's
I
not
mean,
mushroom ale. It's just mushrooms in ale. That's what he asked for.
It is what I asked for.
I mean, honestly, if the blight is spreading around here? That's not a bad question.
What?
A
Did you say
random
that out
influx.
loud, or
No, this is out
okay?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, there is a
So-
lot of people. Mushroom.
So do you guys have any question? I presume we will do a. You guys will drink, have some food or whatever. At this point, it's probably like getting close to evening, so I assume you will either stay overnight here or go down the road a bit and camp. But I figured it probably makes
You're
more
like
sense to
in
just
the
leave
city.
in the morning.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah. So it makes sense to just head out in the morning with Enoch.
I would
if
prefer
that's
to
what
stay
you
in the
choose.
city so that I can commission disrespectful things to do with this corpse.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait,
Got
you
stuff
have
to do.
you have time
have-
now.
$5,000, and I need armor, a jump rope, dog chew toys, some fucking bone dice.
None of that sounds terribly expensive.
But
But he'll pay a premium if he needs to.
before we exit the whole bar scene,
Yeah.
Enoch
Anybody
would like to
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
tell
gonna.
you about his proposition.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'd like to talk to you about.
So, as you know, as I told you before, who's at the table with him, by the way?
I would be at the.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I honestly
Yeah.
considered not coming
Sure.
until. I
Did
was
you
like,
bring
no,
the
it's-
corpse into the bar?
Yeah,
Just have him sitting by
Yeah.
still carrying him. Oh no, they took the face. God
Yeah.
damn it.
You can carry him by his neck stump.
Yeah, I'll carry him by the neck stub.
At
like
this
how
point,
Gabe's
it's
tone was
starting
like,
to
"Yeah."
like stink a little bit. But
Oh,
If someone
yeah.
says something, I'll put a hat on the stub.
okay,
Okay.
the bartender definitely said something about the stump.
All right, I'll put a head on the stub.
A head?
Hat.
A hat.
Oh, okay. Um, so Enoch says, "So, as you know, or as I told you before you headed out so valiantly off to Cliffport to save them, I came to this area in search of the necromancer, as you folks have no doubt encountered, it seems, from the report that the guard gave me. I haven't found much yet, but I did find something very interesting. There is reports of a tower found in a nearby forest, and reports of the forest say that it is prowled by some very dangerous creatures. So I thought that I would come here in search of some people to help me go about it. And lo and behold, you are here in the city. So I thought I'd ask you folks to join me on my expedition to this tower. I need the action economy.
Does he use the words action economy?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
No reason.
Weren't we supposed to go somewhere because someone wanted to talk to us about mushrooms?
No.
Out of character, this guy wanted to cure us of the mushrooms.
He can.
Right.
He's like, I will definitely dampen the effects, but for the full effects to be reversed, I need a cleric friend of mine to look at you.
That makes
I'll
sense.
do my best.
You're saying it the wrong way. Ramvik, this guy wants to talk about mushrooms, but he's got some other stuff going on, and if we handle it for him, then he'll be happy to talk with you for as long as you want to.
Hell yeah! You think we
There,
can make
see,
a
now he's
carriage out of
eager.
mushrooms?
No, you gotta wait, Ramvik. You gotta wait.
Fine. I ordered second mushroom ale.
It is-
I roll my eyes at how ridiculous that is and ask for another handful of mushrooms.
So, what do you all say? Will you join me on my expedition to this tower?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I
I'm
like
up
the
for
way
that.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
If we wait long enough for some crafting.
I have no issue with that. How does 3 days sound?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
I will ask Enoch.
Enoch, I appreciate your guidance, but it feels like there is more going on than you let on. What sort of timetable are you faced with?
He looks at you as if deciding how much to tell you.
What level is he?
What level of spells can he cast is the proper question. Come on
What's
now.
your power level?
What,
pretty
Rolls pretty high.
big.
what's the best spell you can cast, or what's the most powerful spell you can cast?
I can't cast any spells. Why do you ask?
I'm not actually saying this, of course, because that's a terrible idea. In this
I didn't
city.
say the level thing either.
My timetable is simply that I do not wish further harm to come to this community. Also, you guys need to be cured of this affliction of rot. The fact that there's also necromancy in the area suggests that there is a potential breach in this area, and I must find it. It is my job as a servant of the wall and of the Great Master to find and seal any blockages I find, and any openings, I find. Plus, there is an expedition that has been sent south that, given long enough, there was a breach in the wall very far south, and we believe that there may be some coming north. There was an expedition dispatched, but we do not know how long it will take, so it could be that there's some company coming to the human kingdom soon, and we would like to not have anything. We would like to have the human kingdoms ready for it, if possible.
I mean, if the tower's close enough, we could set up all the commissions, go do the tower, and then come back and pick up the commissions. Like, I don't need the stuff. I just need to get it the ball rolling on getting it made before this guy gets too dead.
What do you mean, company?
He looks around at you guys, like, what level of exhaustion is he seeing from you guys right now?
I don't think we're exhausted. We just had like a long night's sleep before we got taken in, right?
That's true, yeah.
Although, I mean,
No,
I have
what?
multiple
No, we
holes
came
in my
straight
back.
from the boss fight.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
right.
whole reason the concentration is still going on the suggestion spell.
Oh, you're
because
right.
we
Yeah.
came here straight from the boss fight.
I'm just wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at
We did a short
about
rest.
half health. No hit dice.
So,
I
so
think
what
I
are you
have
guys
one
like?
rage.
Are you guys like trying to? Are you disheveled? Have you guys tried to keep up your appearance so that you look really like you're still ready to go? Or
I mean,
Bear totally is still ready to go, but he's probably the exception.
I probably have like 1, maybe 2 fights in me.
If I understand rules correctly, I'm at 1 HP.
Yes.
Correct.
That is true.
he looks around at you all. Okay, how's this? How about we wait one night and then go tomorrow afternoon, around noon, and start our trek? That way you guys have time to get a good night's rest. And maybe wind down a bit before we depart. The deadline I'm speaking of course, is most likely months away. So, we have some time.
Just know, Enoch, that our fight for justice is limited by our knowledge of the situation.
Maybe
I
we can
You
told
talk
have to
all
more
I
know
know.
stuff to fight.
Maybe we can talk more about that after we are rested and ready
Yeah,
to
I'm not
learn new
pushing for
information.
more right now.
You
Just a
are
closing statement.
full of mushrooms and very beat up.
Arrow shaft.
So you guys get do your long rest, Gabe. You can get your commissions in for whatever you want to do with your stuff.
Hell yeah.
Also, I will say, those who have been affected by the curse are starting to see a woman that you find provocative, but is also kind of slightly rotting in your dreams.
So hot.
I'm gonna say this again. They find it provocative, those who have been affected by the curse, but anyone else would not.
I would.
the
Okay,
rest
I
of
would
us
like
don't
to
see
roll an insight check on. This is definitely bad and weird, right?
I mean, it's in your dream, but like you wake up and are like, huh.
That was weird.
I mean, Ramvik finding someone attractive and Samus not understanding it is like your
A normal
average, like you're at normal. Like, I assuming that Ramvik is attracted to other Coke. Like,
Yeah.
What? Samus isn't into bird people
no.
of the same sex as her.
And I feel like it would be character dependent on whether or not that character feels like it's pertinent to even mention that dream.
That's true.
Yeah. That's fair.
I definitely wouldn't. I
Also,
feel like
did anybody else have the hot rotten chick dream last night?
I think
We probably wouldn't describe it, even if that came up. We wouldn't describe it with enough detail to let you know that you don't find it hot.
Yeah, I would
Like, there's
definitely
some
just be
banging
like, I
babe
don't
in
want
my
to hear
dreams
about
that
your
I've
wet dream.
never seen before.
I think Bertold's response to this is like, "Well, that was a weird dream."
Oh,
Sure.
and Samus
you can't
and,
hide your morning wood, Bertold.
Samus and Franklin.
Who's
You guys
looking?
also
Yeah.
have a dream, but it's not of a rotted lady. Instead, you have a dream of a kind of a fair elf that's like flying through the air. It seems very odd.
I attempt to murder the elf.
I mean,
Well,
in your dreams, you attempt to murder this elf.
Yeah.
All
We've
right,
already
roll for it.
established that I don't.
All right, Franklin, you don't have this dream because she's fucking dead.
I would just watch the pretty lady. I don't know.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, and Samus has an epic, or tries to run after and shoot the elf.
I'm doing my best.
Okay. Great.
So it was an odd night for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the next morning or that previous evening, Gabe, you're able to go around to the different places and be like, I want to put in a commission for this, and they're going to be like, okay.
For the whole hide
Odd
thing off the back
request.
of the Dragonborn, I think you kind of need to make a check to convince whoever you want to make the hide do it.
I'm willing to ask as many craftsmen as it requires. I'm also
Right.
willing to take someone with me if I can convince a party member with not -1 charisma.
Okay,
So Franklin.
who are you taking with you?
Hey, I would probably ask Franklin first, and then after he says no, I'd ask Samus.
I mean, Franklin,
Samus, do you have
no?
16? How much charisma does Samus
Dude.
have?
What am I? Where am I being asked to go again?
Go convince a blacksmith to turn this corpse into armor.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not having anything to do with that.
Sorry, I should have typed.
Sorry.
Is Batman weird enough?
It depends on what you would say to me. Otherwise, it'd be like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like, if I was smart enough to try and manipulate you, I'd just like frame it as a punishing evildoers thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm smart enough to do that.
Make an intelligence save, I guess.
Me?
No,
Ramping.
Randvik.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, hey!
Ramping
Hey,
is a good idea.
Come up with a cool idea.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get Kaovis to come and convince the blacksmith to turn this into armor.
If
By
you guys
telling
feel
him-
like we need to do like some sort of opposed roll, that's up to you. But otherwise, I would just go with him.
Basically, that was just so that we know that Randvik actually did come up with a plan so that he can ask you in a smart way instead of a stupid way. But you still
I
have
think he should be rewarded for that roll. So I'll just go with him.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
My eyes light up.
Lead the way.
The best idea you've heard of him in a very long time, if ever.
So, okay, I really want to do this interaction, so we're gonna... So,
this is why I brought it up, because it's really funny.
so you go to... So where do you go first? Just like the closest smith to you, or do you want to try to go, like, ask
You
around
go to a
for...
smith or a tanner?
Yeah, you would go to a hunter's lodge or a tanner,
Okay,
probably.
sure. So there's probably, a hunter's lodge. There's got to be one here. There's woods around and all that
or
stuff.
like
Mhm.
maybe a tailor. But I'm assuming that there's people who specialize in leather armor, and they'd
Yeah.
be the first people to go
Sure.
to.
You go to the guy. There's
Tanner.
probably like by the Hunters Guild. There's probably like a tannery connected to it. So you probably walk in. It's probably like an open. Well, there's like an open air market area for it, and then there's like a inside thing. But you go up to probably whoever's working. There's you get up there in like the open air area. There's a guy actively like dressing a deer as you guys walk up to the tannery, standing out there.
Oh right, I should go.
I could go if you want me to.
No,
Are-
I
are
probably
you-
should.
Are you dressed as Batman or are you dressed as Kaovis?
I don't want to give up my identity to Ramvik. So I'll go as
Yeah, understandable.
Unless you want to tell him,
Intelligence.
if you want to tell him, hey, I have a friend in the city who would be much better. They can-
No, I'll go as Batman.
Okay. So you guys like walk up to him and he like turns and he like looks you up and down. Is like, can I help you?
Good blacksmith. We have a task for you.
I'm not a blacksmith. I'm a tanner.
I look to Ramvik.
This guy destroyed my entire village. I want to turn him into armor.
This guy.
I
And he points at
my corpse.
Kaovis. Oh.
He points
Oh.
at him.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, the still living man I brought with me.
I'd like you to murder and skin this man alive,
I don't
please.
think this would be as difficult as you thought.
He's like, oh.
That would be great.
He looks at the body or whatever. He like kind of like pokes at, it and he's like, what is it? Or was it?
It is the remnants of a cruel evil that we have wiped from this earth. These
What
people,
was this thing? A
these
dragonborn?
unjust
Yeah.
people, they fly their colors of fear as they pillage from city to city, violently attacking both the mind and the body of the innocent.
Look, buddy,
We
you don't
are
have to
fighting
sell me
against
on it,
them.
okay?
We must speak the same language as them. And this, I point to the body, this is the only language they understand. To fight fear with fear.
I think it was a lizard that used magic.
Okay, well, he like turns to Ramvik. He's like, fair enough. I'm the less questions I ask, the better, probably. Good on you boys for killing this evil thing. Whatever it was. He like, he like pokes at it, like to see, like he's like, oh, the skin's kind of tough and whatever. He's like, this could make kind of armor, whatever. He's like, yeah, I could do this. Let's see, what is what's the best? Let's see.
It probably wouldn't be too expensive.
Actually, what is scale mail? What's the AC on scale mail?
Scale mail is 14 plus Dex, max 2.
Okay, that's about what his AC was. So, so he'll make scale mail out of the Dragonborn hide, basically.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a medium armor?
It is a medium armor, which barbarians are legally allowed to use.
Yeah.
Now it's time to find ways to
it'll
get
look
hit
kick-ass
more.
'cause it's jet black.
Because I was
Yes.
I was thinking if I could. I don't know if I can use.
So so
Yeah.
he's like, sure.
Oh, actually, I
so,
do.
Let's see.
Paladins have proficiency all the way up through heavy armor, which is what they normally wear when they're not doing whatever gestures wildly in your direction.
He says, okay, I mean, it's gonna take me a bit to probably, get it tailored and all that stuff, but
Is there any downsides to going to like scale mail medium armor from light armor that I already have? Because I could also just get a second set.
I mean, it's if I wore this, I would have 16 AC, and I currently have 16 AC, and I
Scale
probably would have
mail-
accepted a downgrade to insult this person.
Scale mail would be disadvantaged on dexterity check
On all dexterity checks?
or stealth checks.
Yeah, stealth.
On stealth checks. Alright.
he's making one set. He cannot make
Okay,
two
well,
sets.
okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you can make a second.
You do have the money to buy scale mail if you just
We-
want to buy it.
We could purchase
cool.
real armor for you.
He-
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, regular scale mail costs 50, but because of he's got to do it and process all of the stuff, it's gonna be. He's gonna
We
probably charge.
supplied the materials,
It's a novelty scale armor.
and they're even already in scale armor shape.
I suppose that's fair. He's still gonna
Roughly.
upcharge you, but he's like, okay, I'll do it for 75 gold.
if I pay 100, can you insult him while you're doing it?
Hell yeah, I can.
Can we watch him do this?
It's
I
gonna
wanna
take.
judge his insult.
It's gonna take him more than till the next morning. He's probably not, or whatever. It's gonna take him all to cure the leather and however all that stuff works. I'm not a tanner and I don't know what that process is, but I'm assuming it takes more than 24 hours.
Hey,
Can you give us
question.
a small snippet of him insulting the armor as he makes
Question.
He paid 25 extra gold.
But these better be some high quality insults.
Question, by the way. You're a paladin and can wear full plate, right?
I have
yeah.
I have proficiency in all armor apparently.
So full plate is AC 18, and if we have your share of the gold, you could buy full plate. It's 1,500 gold.
But I heard someone say that scale mail was 14 plus dex plus 2.
Plus the dex max
Dex
to
to
No,
a
not
maximum
max.
of 2.
No, just
Two.
plus dex, not plus.
No,
Gosh.
it's plus dex
I was
max
like,
2.
wow, I need to
Max
get rid of those.
Yeah, it's max 2 dex. So, the
So
most.
that caps out at 16 AC.
Yeah. So, light armor is uncapped dex, medium armor is capped at 2, heavy armor does not have a dex component.
Yeah.
So that's where you get into the differences primarily, and then heavy armor tends to. Heavy and medium armor. Heavy armor basically always has disadvantage on stealth, and medium armor sometimes
About
does.
half of them does, and the
Yeah.
half that don't is more expensive.
Yeah.
He
But full
gives
plate
him
is just disadvantage on stealth.
He gives him the
Yeah.
full French taunter insult from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
I fought in your general direction. Your mother was
He's got it.
and your father smelt of elderberries.
He's got to at least be ready to drop the Elder Swear on this guy. Come on now.
The elder swear. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, there is a strength requirement too, but
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
What is that strength requirement?
15 for
Mm.
plate
Yeah,
armor.
you could buy plate armor.
You could buy
Money
half
you guys
plate
have.
armor, which is 15 plus Dex max 2. That would get you
Yeah.
up to 17.
But what is
Yeah.
the strength requirement?
That is a medium armor, so it has no strength
Yeah.
requirement.
The only
Oh.
strength requirements are on heavy armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy armor has strength requirement and always gives disadvantage on dexterity checks, unless it's mithril. Medium armor doesn't have strength requirements. Usually, but not always, gives disadvantage on stealth checks, and then caps your dexterity contribution.
This Black Dragon scale mail is really kind of cool, Gabe. I might alter this slightly, but I actually really like having the additional effects from some of the effects from
Yeah.
this. But
I'll
He
try
was
it
a
to be
black dragon,
balanced,
right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, he was a
is
Black
anyone-
Dragonborn.
Is anyone else buying like weapons and armor in town before you leave, or is it just commission stuff?
Well, yeah, that's why I
already
was asking, is I might
in-
get half plate.
I already put in chat that I'm getting a studded leather armor.
Okay.
Okay.
In the
let me
morning before
check.
you guys leave, you guys can have
Right.
a chance to go around. So
Yeah.
Also
And
more
buy
gold.
off the rack mundane items.
I don't think I really have like equipment to buy.
Okay.
I think I already
Uh,
have.
Do we-
do
Oh
we
no!
also
Can I
have
get
enough-
studded leather armor? I only have regular leather.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it's 45 gold.
Do we also have time for me to commission like making the armor work well with the bat design of the rest of my costume?
Are you making the scale mail to look like is it for you or for Ramvik?
Well, no, the
I-
scale mail that he's doing
I
right
want
now
it.
is for Ramp. I'm just talking about
Okay.
my own like half plate.
Oh,
The half
you,
plate.
you
He
want
wants-
to you want to buy half plate and have it customized to look like your
Mhm.
stuff.
Want it to fit
Um,
the aesthetic.
It
Of fear.
probably would take them longer to custom make it
Sure.
before you leave, but they could do it. So like you could get it when you come back.
Do you hire a
Oh.
painter to paint your armor
Paint it.
really fancy?
I
Paint it black.
guess. Yeah.
So you can put cool designs on it and stuff too.
But yes, if you want to get fancy bat armor, then yes, it'll take them probably a
She could
longer.
emboss Ven Justice on the arms.
Well,
On
no,
the
that's a
nu-
little, that's a
on
little
the-
too on the nose. You want the
on-
symbol to do like the talking. It's more visceral.
on the knuckles of the gauntlets, it spells justice with just ice exclamation point.
Just
Also, because I was gonna say for the commissioning thing, we could probably talk about that later, and then just start down the road while we have
Yeah.
a little more time.
but I would
We'll-
not have it when we're doing this tower.
correct.
That's the commit. Yeah, that's why I was asking about commission.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Normal
I'll do
stuff in town.
So, next day at midday, Enoch is waiting for you guys at the gates to head out. He has procured horses. Actually, does he have another method of travel, Tim, or does he just...
Yeah, he'd have his cart.
Okay, yeah. He has a cart that's probably pulled by... Is it pulled by horses or oxen?
Horses.
Is it like a cart like in Skyrim where you can choose to go to the different holds? Like I'm just like
It's
visually
a card,
trying
so
to.
it's- Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Okay.
Quite. So yeah. So is it big enough for everybody to fit in the cart, or like is it a big? Is it like a
I
wagon, or
think
is it just like a
one
little?
person one or two people might have to like walk, or they'd have to like cram in next to Enoch at the driver's seat.
You can take turns.
It's up to you guys.
I can walk.
He's small.
can
He can
walk.
sit on. He can sit on someone's lap.
He can sit on my lap.
Absolutely not sit on someone.
No, he won't.
No, wait, hold up, guys. Kahiko's running late.
Akiko's not coming this time.
I desperately shoot Samus a
Oh,
look.
yes, right. Because sometime during the night,
No,
suggestion runs out.
no, say it like
Kahiko
Kahiko
is-
actually put himself in prison already.
He's in prison.
Sure,
Yeah.
but he's off of suggestion is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
he
the suggestion was
maybe-
just to surrender.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we'll find out. Well, the guards may come looking for us with questions. We'll find out.
Definitely not a possible plot point for us to come back to.
Ah,
So, anyways, you guys head out. So basically, you're gonna head up the coast to the bridge, and then you go across the bridge, the two bridges, and then once you get to the main island, you're gonna head up towards the Misty Wood. So that is going to be probably a few days journey at the very least.
At least two. Yeah.
Yeah, with the cart and horses. Like you guys
It's
could probably
not
get
as-
a couple extra horses.
It's
if
not
you
as quick as it would normally be, but it's very like laid back.
Mhm.
And Enoch likes to tell stories of people who have had crazy things happen to them
Mhm.
to whoever will
Yeah.
listen.
Yes.
Of course.
Bertold is always listening to these.
Sure. Do you want to give? Do you have an example, Tim, or just?
He's like, one time when me and when we were working at one part of the wall, one of my friends was he went out to check on something and he just bent double right in the middle of the street. We thought some horrible attack had happened, but when we came up to him, he apparently had just had a bad time with some fish he had eaten the night before. He just
Really,
chuckles
what?
to himself.
What kind of fish?
Oh,
Bertold will
probably
just be.
rotten by the smell of what was coming out of him.
Bertold will just be like trying to dig as much info out of any of these stories as it can.
Would you guys? Would you like to ask Enoch specific questions as we approach the woods?
I think Bertold, like, when we aren't traveling, will probably try and get an idea, see what he can get from Enoch of, like, what kinds of things do we need to be ready for?
At
What
the
do we
wall?
know of what we need to be ready for?
Well, at the wall, there are, of course, the ever-present abyssal demons who try to get over the sides of it. Our job as defenders is to destroy them as they attempt to cross. The large and more ferocious ones don't generally try to, as they are very scared of my master. And he kind of fades. And he kind of looks up and goes, "Ah, the master. Someday you must meet him."
The master. Yeah, of
Think
course.
I'm very curious to know more about that, but I will wait in due time.
Indeed.
Who is your master?
It is Ryu, of course. You have heard of Ryu, have you not?
Yeah. Yes. Roll deception.
Master of Dragons?
Yeah. Yes.
It is a common like it's like a common history thing that generally people are taught that Ryu is known as the Dragon Lord and he lives in Defender City and continues to, protect the good people of the free nations from the threats across the wall, but a lot of his stuff people say about him has kind of drifted into mythos. And some people just think that it's like a title and not it's not the same guy for hundreds of years. That'd be crazy.
Bertold hears you doing this and just doesn't even bother acknowledging the fact that he knows you're lying very badly.
Also,
it is impossible for him to not know you're lying with those
only
rolls.
person that could have seen a dragon in the past is Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm not telling.
Nani?
Okay, got it.
Reference to
Yes,
Franklin. No,
But yeah, I'm just saying
Okay.
that is common history that
Mhm.
is what people,
I'm
what
such
the
a write
general
it down.
populace believe.
I'm
They're
trained
not-
in history,
characters
so I know
believe it.
that, right?
It is a rumor that the leader of every nation gets to meet with this Dragon Lord
Oh, interesting.
when they become the leader.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
So, any other questions for him before we wrap up here?
I think the intended question was, what do we expect at this tower we are going to?
That was the intended
Oh.
question was
Yes, the
Like-
tower, of course. This is a tower that we have come across quite recently. In fact, I saw it on my way over here and haven't seen it before. Odd. I don't remember. He kind of looks off. I have been alive quite a long time. I have never heard of this before, and it is surprising to me that no one has ever reported it. I have read a lot and still have not heard of it. I would like to see what this is all about, and it could, the fact that I see it just recently, and the fact that there recently have been necromantic attacks, it could be the center of these attacks. Just stands to reason, so that's why I employed you guys to help me make my way to the tower. I know very little about it. The
So what
Mystic
I'm
Woods
hearing
have been a
is-
wild area for many years, and most don't have a reason to go into it. I never have.
what I'm hearing is be ready for potential undead. As far as that
Indeed.
goes.
He said,
So, as a sort of out of context question, when he says that no one's ever had a reason to go into Misty Wood, I feel like any normal forest, the reason you would go into is maybe lumber or something. So, is he saying that people don't there's a reason? Is he insinuating there's a reason that people don't normally go into Misty Wood? Would we
yes.
know about that?
When
Sorry,
you,
I don't want to.
When you probably phrase this question as, why would people not come in here normally?
Why would people not come in here normally?
The
I just
monsters,
wasn't sure if we.
It's a wild area, not been settled yet. Those who have tried to settle it usually turn up missing, dead. It's been known that those who go into this forest are less than likely to come out, though there have been exceptions, I suppose.
Are you
Have
sure
any
this
idea-
isn't just some territorial wood elves?
Wood elves? No, this is not where the wood elves are. I know them personally.
They like to watch you sleep.
He looks at you and he gives you a smile. Why, yes, they do.
What the fuck?
He knows. Enoch knows what he's about.
No. This mysterious
he's
character
like,
is just Master Roshi.
No.
No.
Oh God.
You know?
Oh no.
I have a
Enoch.
friend who can help cure you of your shrooms, but if you show me your panties, I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
And that's
Definitely that was intended by that
And
comment.
that is where
What from it?
and as you guys are heading into the misty wood from the road, that is where we will end this week on D&D.
What's the fucking Master Roshi joke?